Guys, welcome back here from the MLG studios in New York City. You're watching Heart of the Swarm Exhibitions. I'm axeltoss, he's axslav. This is kind of a little bit of a preview of what you're going to see over the next few weeks leading up to Dallas.
That's right.
Because every single day starting next week, the matchups are already posted. We're starting with Fantasy versus Parting on Monday. That's a best of 5. Make sure you're there. Write that down. That's 5 p.m. Eastern time. Parting versus Fantasy, best of 5 in Heart of the Swarm. That's going to be the first time anyone's going to see a Pro League guy play Heart of the Swarm. I wonder what they're going to have in store for us. But before we get too much into that, you just saw a nice little ad there about Full Sail University. A great opportunity for all you guys out there who are into game design, into getting into the gaming industry somehow. They have a lot of things to offer, so I could talk them up all day, but the best thing you can do is get more information at their website. They probably have some nice things to send your way. All you have to do is fill out some information and it'll come your way. Fullsail.edu/MLG. You can see it at the bottom of your screen. Again, if you're in high school, if you're in college, if you're looking to get into graphic design, game design, something like that, Full Sail University, a great opportunity there. In fact, every graphic you see on the screen here today has been made by a Full Sail graduate. Our graphic designer is currently, actually has graduated from Full Sail University, and we have 2 interns right now in the offices that are attending Full Sail University. So great opportunity there. Check it out. Also, want to give you a quick notification of MLGProShop.com. A lot of awesome details going on there. If you're looking for MLG swag, they got some awesome Nike merchandise. My personal favorite is that this pullover they have here. This thing is awesome. It's on sale. Lots of sales going on here in the MLG Pro Shop. We got gunners. We got backpacks. We got plenty of shirts, gift packs as well. Deals and steals. So head on over to MLGProShop.com if you have a birthday or if your parents have a birthday coming up, or if you have a birthday coming up and you're like, hey mom, I want this from this. MLGProShop.com. Lots of awesome stuff there. My birthday's actually not coming up. I was about to lie and say send me stuff, but I'm not that evil of a person.
No. It's like when you go into a restaurant, you want like a free little brownie or whatever.
You say it's your birthday. Have you ever done that?
No, I've never lied about
I've done it, but it was like the day after my birthday.
Yeah.
Does it still count?
I think so.
Okay.
As long as you didn't go into it.
No, with that purpose.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not doomed a terrible death.
You're not doomed. You're a good person.
So let's continue with the show match here we got going on. Of course, if you're tuning in for Cats versus BabyKnight, again, I want to apologize because Cats, apparently his internet is out. He hasn't been on Skype all day, so wasn't able to get in contact with him to actually play against BabyKnight. So that match will still happen. Don't worry, grudge match between BabyKnight and Cats. I know they exchanged a lot of words about the off races. That'll still happen. Goswser was kind enough to take Cats' spot in this specific instance because it's better to cast some StarCraft 2 rather than just sit here and watch us. I guess we could make 2 hours fun somehow.
That's
but
right.
We promised a best of 7 off-race show match, and that's what we're giving you. So Goswser versus BabyKnight going on right now. Goswser playing the Protoss race and playing it well. He's up 3-1.
3-1's a convincing victory. Players are ready. Next game, what could be the last game. BabyKnight fighting for his life on Howling Peak.
BabyKnight, of course, is going to be playing Zerg again. You don't have the option to change. Could we let him change to Terran in the middle? I wonder if that would be allowable. You guys can let us know if that's okay.
I mean, the whole idea is you're supposed to play each other's races, though.
Oh, well, yeah.
Because the whole idea is,
wouldn't it be funny if, like...
they both play Terran?
Yes. A TVT? How terrible would that be?
The thing is, like, at least here, right? Goswser knows the strategies used in PvZ well.
Yeah.
And he knows which ones he struggles versus. So he knows what to do, right? And vice versa with BabyKnight.
Yeah.
So I think this is better games than we'd see from Terran. But in fact, these games have been pretty good with Goswser really showing how to exploit. Actually, more just showing how to not die to weird cheesy Zerg openings.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's the last 3 games have been, well, one is the one with the cannon rush. And the other 2 was, BabyKnight's been trying something a little bit offbeat. A Roach, a 1-base Roach, and then a baiting all in. And Goswser's really on top of that. Scouting something Zerg players are very good at because they're such a reactive race, right? So trying to do something to exploit a player's inability to scout is not something to really try against a really strong Zerg player like Goswser.
Of course, Goswser is your blue Protoss player in the top right-hand location. His opponent in the bottom left is the Red Zerg player BabyKnight. If you're just now tuning in, if you missed any of these games, VODs will be available very fast after this little show match ends. Of course, youtube.com/official MLGSE2 is your source for all VOD content from the MLG StarCraft 2 streams. That includes rules of engagement, includes comment of the day, it includes top 5s, top 10s, Heart of the Storm exhibitions. Lots of awesome stuff there on the YouTube channel, so be sure to subscribe. youtube.com/official MLGSE2. Tell your friends. Dare I say, make a Reddit thread? I don't know. I don't know if I'll go that far, but definitely an awesome place to go. But here we are in game number 5 between these two guys. Goswser on the verge of victory, just needs to win this game, and he'll secure himself complete and total victory in the ability to say, I don't know what. What does it even prove if you win one of these?
It proves that the other race could potentially be more imbalanced than the race you want to play.
Okay.
The reason I say could potentially because their sample size is one limited series within 2 players with little experience.
I intend on expanding that sample size.
Okay.
As the year goes along,
Let's
Mr.
do it.
Axslav. Mark my words, because this is fun. This is entertaining, at least to me. And we'll see what happens.
No gas from BabyKnight. I'm liking what I'm seeing.
Yeah, going to the macro mode.
That
I
means
like
he's
this.
going to be building drones. Of course,
That's what I really wanted to do too.
I feel like he probably should start a gas now that he knows there's no Nexus.
Yes.
But at least this shows that his intentions wasn't to do something funny.
Right. The gas would be reactive to
Yes.
Columbus. And it's kind of hard to take a really fast expansion on this map, I think.
Yeah, I mean,
There's that.
he would go for the one most likely to one on the bottom, right? Or would he actually?
Well,
would he
as
just go
far
to one-
for Goswser.
Oh, for Goswser. Oh, yes.
Like the natural.
Yes.
There's 2 entrances that are relatively expansive here.
Very, very difficult to get that expansion.
So typically you're going to wall off, near your Nexus here and just play a little bit of SimCity. Meanwhile, Goswser really is chrono boosting that cybernetics core. 2 additional gateways on the way.
Oh, look at that. A spine core down from BabyKnight already. Interesting.
Doesn't want to mess around.
He mentioned last game that he overreacted early because he thought it was a 2-gate all-in. And so he's saying his sense of timings is Zurich.
So he didn't know the expansion was there.
He didn't know it was a Nexus first.
Oh,
Like, he thought those are gateways built at the start of the game.
Yeah.
So, he's saying his timings, knowing his timings from the Zurich side
That makes sense.
aren't great. And that explains why he's getting a spine core here, because there's absolutely no reason to build a spine core that early. Like, there's nothing Protoss could throw at you that would really want that spine core there for that early. About now is when you'd want to start building it, because now is when the warp gate's starting to, get more closer to being finished.
I mean, if you chrono boost out like a Zealot and 2 Stalkers, though, out of your first gateway.
I mean, you have
What
the
do you
Queen
want?
and 4 Zergings. You used to make like 4 more Zergings.
And there's a Magic Core there, too.
Yeah. That's true. I mean, if you have 2 Queens, though.
Yeah.
Queens are good, man. Queens are good.
Queens are good.
Queens are good. That should be my new BattleNet name. Queens are good.
What
I'll
about
just play
Ravens?
Zerg
I
Mass
thought you were a
Queens.
Raven guy.
Well, I'll make another handle of that. I'll be my Terran handle.
What if, okay, the next 2v2v2v2 we do, I go Zerg. Alright, I go Zerg, you go Terran. I'll go Swarm Hosts and Queens, and then you go Ravens.
This sounds unbeatable. It actually does. What would beat that?
Dude, let's do it!
Sormos
Let's
or
end this
something?
right now and just, no. Alright, we're gonna keep doing this. But, oh, now people know our strategy!
It's alright.
Oh, why do I always do this?
If it's truly the best strategy, then it's okay that they know it because there's no counter to it.
Got to stop saying strategies.
Some Zerglings poking around here, looking for a cancel on Nexus. I don't think they'll get it. No, I mean, Goswser's got so many units.
Goswser might even be baiting a little bit, keeping a
I
lot
think
of
he
units.
is. He's hiding some units on the high ground. Definitely trying to bait. BabyKnight's not falling for it, though. He's taking a 3rd base, building drones. I like what I see here.
All right.
I like everything coming out of BabyKnight. I want to see more drones, though. Like, why not keep making more and more drones?
Now, do you think Goswser is going to push in the near future?
I mean, it would be tough because he needs a way. He's gonna be backstabbed, right? There's these Zerglings
Always
out
have
there.
to be wary of the potential counterattack.
And it's not like other maps where you can just have a wall in, and then you can just walk out. And if they try to attack your wall in with Zerglings, you just warp in like 1 sentry behind it. You're okay, right? Because it's gonna take him so long to get a wall in up on this map. There's 2 angles. They're both large. Like it's not really easily feasible to do so here.
Phoenix here from Goswser is hallucinated, not forcing the GG from BabyKnight, as we might have seen in the passed at 1 MLG
This is
by
true.
2 different players.
This is true. Hallucinations can force GGs, man.
There's actually a shirt in the MLG Pro Shop with that reference on it.
Yes, there is. I
have
do
one.
remember that shirt.
Yep.
So that's a pretty cool shirt. BabyKnight, more and more drones coming out of him, more gases. You think he's going to go for that Mutas play again?
I don't see. Well, he is researching +1 missile attacks.
That's true.
So that makes me think.
It could be part of his complex plan, though.
Like Infestors wouldn't make sense because it doesn't. They don't apply
wanna
to
see him go Swarmos.
infested Terrans.
They do apply to Swarmos.
They do.
Locusts still get those buffs. I would really like to see him go Swarmos, just because they're so cool. Like the way they scuttle around. Oh, you know what's a little known fact? You can kite with Swarmos.
Yeah, you were telling me this a little bit earlier.
It's crazy because you can just like
be careful. We're revealing our strategies again.
This is something that should be revealed. Like the Stormhost, because a lot of people don't realize this, and I didn't at first either. Their cooldown between launching volleys is going to be coming up regardless if you're buried or not. So as soon as you launch a volley, you unburrow and you either retreat so they can't kill your Stormhost, or you move closer so you get the next volley closer. And then you burrow right before that cooldown's up, and you won't even miss any of your volleys or locusts, and you can be very mobile with it. Actually, more mobile than almost any other unit because you don't have to stop to turn around and attack every second, just every 25 seconds.
Are you going to have that over that replay in one of your Rules of Engagements?
I am.
Cool.
I
So
am.
guys,
Tonight.
tonight, directly after this, Rules of Engagement with axslav, find out more about that. Really, I think you're actually going over. Should we spoil? We're not going to spoil. Just tune into Rules of Engagement after this to see awesomeness. Goswser coming across the map here. Lots of Stalkers and Sentries, but BabyKnight's already accumulating plenty of Hydras here. At least I think he was.
Plenty of Roaches. A couple Hydras being produced here. Thing is, Roach Hydra, Sentry Stalker is so effective against Roach Hydra. Like, you got to have Burrow or overwhelming numbers. BabyKnight does have a small food advantage, but if he lets Goswser get down this ramp, Goswser could easily force field the ramp between the second and the third, and that third base is going to be forfeit.
He's got to have vision of this.
He has no vision. Oh, the Roaches find out now. But everything's cut off with time warp as well. I mean,
BabyKnight, run.
You know what he used to do now? He used to like launch a counterattack, and then leave some units, leave rally units back to defend.
Yeah.
Oh no, his units walked the wrong way on the counter. Some of them did anyway. Oh, he's not counterattacking, he's pulling back.
Yeah.
You can't pull back. I mean, you're not going to win 2 bases versus 2 if you just have a Roach Charger. You got to go and attack. Is he going out now? Now he's going to do it. Actually, he didn't have Roach speed yet.
Yeah, it's about 80%.
Oh no, he forgot to get it, didn't he?
We have 7 Hydras on the way. BabyKnight trying to figure out how to hold off this massive Protoss army here from Goswser.
I mean, it's not doable.
As long as he force fields correctly.
You know, he's overusing force fields, man. He's overusing them. He's running low.
Well, BabyKnight, should he be backing up? Yeah, he's going to be backing up his units. And you're right, there's only about 6 force fields left.
There's not very many left. BabyKnight's...
He's going to lose his natural, though.
Oh, yeah. That's not good.
All right, let's see.
1 base versus 3 is not good.
Those might be the last force fields.
I think they are,
but...
And there's no, BabyKnight. The Zerg Swarm thought the Protoss army was in its clutches.
Wait.
It's like, you know, it's like all those movies, right? Where there's, it's like guys fighting aliens or whatever.
Yes.
And you're like shooting all the aliens. Then they run out of ammunition, right? That's what happens. The force fields ran out. And then the guy's like, oh, no, I'm dead. And the aliens kill him, right?
Right.
That's what happened, except the aliens were like about to go, the Zerg was about to go crush Protoss army.
I'm picturing this in my mind.
And then it all just disappears.
Yep.
What is he going to do?
Nothing.
Nothing.
He's going to try to counterattack.
Yeah, I mean, the sentries have their energy back now, and more and more units are warped in.
Well, hang on, if he can take down the forge here.
Really moves by Goswser, though, man. I got to hand it to him. This game is really, really well played by Goswser.
If he can run up the ramp. Oh. Yeah, Goswser knows his Protoss. BabyKnight going to try to engage his third base, at the very least take down this third, but I feel like all these units might be forfeit.
Oh, the Photon Overcharge. Wow. Hitting from the back, whereas the other army is hitting from the front. A great concave, though, by BabyKnight.
Yeah. Coming in with some reinforcements, and Goswser actually, he sent some units to the main thinking that there'd be a counterattack there, but...
That Nexus is racking the pills, though, man.
And now BabyKnight's going to have some overconfidence here, but Goswser now bringing forward his entire army, and I don't think there's any retreating from this. BabyKnight going to try to turn around and engage this. Getting some decent damage done.
Yeah. I mean, the positioning's always been in BabyKnight's favor in his last couple engagements, but this is too much Protoss.
Yeah.
How often do you hear that? You hear it all the time. Guys, like, this is too much Zerg.
Too much Protoss.
This game, man, Goswser to Zerg playing the Protoss, and the words are still with the guy who should play Zerg. Man, Zergs have this ability, this innate ability to get a lot of stuff. And it's not because of the race, guys. It's because of the players. Goswser's proven it again, just massing so many Protoss units. It feels like the Swarm.
All right, Goswser keeping his streak alive in Heart of the Swarm. Of course, tomorrow he's going to be debuting in our King of the Hill, or continuing his streak in our King of the Hill at 5 p.m. Eastern. We'll have to see who I can get to challenge him. Maybe I'll bring BabyKnight back as Protoss tomorrow to start off against Goswser. But Goswser coming forward with his massive Protoss army of Stalkers. And BabyKnight has no answer. Force Field's going to be too good. Drones going to try to engage, but they're not meant to be fighters. And there's no stopping Goswser.
GG. Goswser 4-1, showing that it was no fluke that he nearly took out life from the Iron Squid, barely losing 2-3.
Yep.
Goswser is so good, man. This guy is so good.
You know, he's very confident coming into this. And obviously he told me that he was playing a lot of Protoss in Heart of the Swarm on the ladder. Terran too. He's playing all 3 races. So
it wasn't really a fair show match.
Well,
you're saying he had the edge. He had the
edge.
BabyKnight
could have been doing that too. I mean, the point is Goswser's main race is Zerg.
You're right.
Straight up. BabyKnight's main race is Protoss. Of course, we wanted to get Cats in here, but unfortunately, I think his internet was out. At least that's what Drewby told me. So he was not able to make it, but don't worry. BabyKnight versus Cats will still happen. I had fun today with this off-race show match, something that we haven't seen much of. I think this might be the first time it's happened.
Like a year ago, there's a tournament.
There's a tournament. There's an off-race tournament.
There's a tournament where everyone had to play with their guys' race.
Oh, I remember that.
And if they were me or they both had to pick the other races.
Yes, I remember that. But really cool. Really cool idea. Then I think it is. Seeing these guys really try out the other races, and it's interesting because. How many people do you think will actually change races? From Wings Liberty to Heart of the Swarm?
Not very many.
Pro players?
Pro players, very few.
What about regular players?
Regular guys, I think a lot will, because if you think about it, the Zerg campaign is going to be awesome. You're getting in the mood of playing Zerg, playing the campaign, and so you're like, let's just play some Zerg multiplayer. Or you just been playing Wings of Liberty for so long, and you want to switch races, but you don't want to start over.
Yeah.
But in Heart of the Swarm, everyone's starting over anyway. I mean, it's to a small degree, but the pro guys, I think, are mostly going to stick with their own races.
I would agree.
Yeah, the mechanics they build up, the race-specific mechanics are mostly still the same.
Yeah, I mean, but, playing Terran has been fun for me recently. I think for you, too.
Yeah. Terran. Heart of the Storm Terran, man. It's
got some good units. Zerg does, too. But Goswser showing Protoss has some good units as well. Actually,
he's showing Protoss.
The only changes were like the Mothership Core being added to his strategies.
And they didn't actually, all those pushes would have worked without the Mothership Core too.
Yeah.
I mean, the time were so cool, but he didn't need them.
Yeah. So Goswser, great job taking down BabyKnight with a 4-1 victory. A little bit one-sided. BabyKnight's very late in Europe, so I can sympathize to how he was feeling as those games were going along. But showing a very strong game 1. Mass Media Display. Again, if you missed it, the VODs will be available quickly. YouTube.com/official MLGSE2. Once Rules of Engagement is over, they'll probably be up on the YouTube channel. So if you missed any of it, check it out there. Of course, be sure to drop a subscription as well. But coming next, it's going to be Rules of Engagement. We got Community Critique.
Indeed.
Looking forward to that for reasons of my own. But definitely tune into that. And I think that's coming up next. I'm not sure if we have time to do anything else, but we're going to go to a commercial break. And, of course, coming up at 7 p.m. Eastern, we'll have Rules of Engagement with axslav. And, of course, tomorrow we're continuing with Heart of the Swarm Exhibitions. King of the Hill, Goswser is first up. He's on a 4-game winning streak. And we'll see if he can keep that up. And, again, remember, next week starts the... It's indescribable.
Winter season show.
The winter season. Well,
That's how
I'm trying to think of a verb or just something to describe it. Like madness. The madness begins.
Partying versus Fantasy is the first match. One of 28 great matches. All world-class players.
The first week is all the Pro League guys going up against each other in Heart of the Swarm. I wonder what kind of strategies we're going to see. Of course, everyone is fighting for a spot at MLG Dallas, the Winter Championships. And the winner of each match gets a spot. They're all best of 5. So again, that starts next week, next Monday, 4 days from now. I don't know math. You're the math guy.
4 days.
4 days from now, Monday, 5 p.m. Eastern, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, every single day, 5 p.m. Eastern. Heart of the Storm exhibitions, not sure what's happening with them. Maybe we'll have it after the exhibitions or the matches. I'm not sure on that point just yet, but keep you updated. Again, I'm axeltoss. He's axslav. Follow us on Twitter at axeltoss and at isaxslav. Coming up next, it's Rules of Engagement. He'll see you then. I won't be here, but I'm sure you'll enjoy it.